Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video. If you want to check out my last video, I give you a list of the games coming out 2016 March on the PlayStation Store, digital and physical, so make sure you check that out guys. Plan accordingly, because there's plenty of games coming out next month. But I had to make this video, wasn't planning on making a video today, but I had to make this video about the Uncharted 4 open beta launching this week in the UK. So I assume if it's launching in the UK, it's going to launch worldwide, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. But it says on Polygon that an open beta for Uncharted 4: A Thief's End will begin this Friday, March 4th in the UK, according to a listing on the UK PlayStation Store from March 4th through to March 6th. The campaign will let anyone try out the game's multiplayer mode for free. PlayStation 4 owners in the UK have the option to download the beta now in advance of its official start at 5 PM GMT on March 4th. Once the open weekend begins, players can try out Team Deathmatch and include 3 maps based on Uncharted 4 single player's campaign. A similar beta for the US audience has not been announced. In December, developer Naughty Dog launched a closed beta for owners of the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. Following that campaign, the studio's director of communication, Arnie Meyer, said that there were quote-unquote no plans for an open beta period in a comment on the PlayStation blog. Plans for the release of Uncharted 4 have changed then, however. The game was delayed from a March launch to its current April 26th. So very interesting. I assume they're just going to bring it same day to the US store, or maybe couple of days, maybe the week after. It's very rare the UK or Europe get any sort of anything early than the US, so that's a bit of a surprise. Expect a ton of gameplay on my channel, guys. You know I'm excited for Uncharted, so expect a ton of gameplay, a ton of commentaries, a ton of... I can't live stream, not until, not for a while, but, expect a lot of Let's Plays and a lot of videos with Uncharted 4 multiplayer in the background. I'm pretty much going to fill up my PS4 with gameplay from that. Very interesting what it says. In the beta that we played last time, the closed beta that a lot of us were in, a lot of us Nathan Drake collection owners were in, we got 2 maps. They're adding a new map, so that'll be very interesting. We've seen a few new locations. Obviously, we had the Madagascar mask and also the forest mask. It looks like there's a possibility of maybe a sort of a winter section. I'd love to see that. Could we get some new characters like Nadine, Rafe, that random guy who we saw, that random guy we saw in the latest story trailer? Could we get that? Who knows, guys? But if you US guys don't get the multiplayer beta, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because you can expect a ton of gameplay. I'm going to do a review. I'm going to do gameplay. Like I said, I'm going to do all my videos with Uncharted 4 multiplayer in the background until the date of Uncharted 4. So expect that, guys. So yeah, are you excited for the multiplayer beta? I know a few of you have got UK accounts. Will you be downloading it? I know for a fact I'll be downloading it today, because my internet's so bad that it probably won't download fully until March 4th. So I'm excited for that. Let me know down below. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about today, which I wasn't going to talk about, I was going to do a separate video, but I thought on the theme of Uncharted, let's talk about it. A GameSpot video came out yesterday where they talked about how Uncharted 4 had changed completely, 100%, since Amy Hennig left. How all 8 months of her work just was taken away. Now, that's very interesting, guys, and I'm going to give you my opinion on what this means. But yeah, the person who said this was Neil Druckmann, the co head, or whatever, the head writer of that. And if you don't know who Neil Druckmann is, Him and Bruce Straley worked on Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, which is arguably the best, and then the most critically acclaimed game of all time, my personal favourite game of all time, The Last of Us. So, yeah, pretty good pedigree. So I think, Amy Hennig was a great writer, a great storyteller. Made some great games. I'm excited for a Star Wars game, but this is probably a blessing in disguise that she left, and we're getting this new Uncharted. Even though we didn't get the original one, we're getting a new version of this Uncharted. The one that arguably wasn't as good as maybe 2 was 3, and people noted that, yeah, Bruce Straley and Neil Druckmann didn't work on that one. So, it is what it is. I don't care. I loved all the Uncharted. They're all, apart from 1, I'd say all of them 10 out of 10s. 2 and 3, 10 out of 10. The Last of Us, 10 out of 10. Probably about an 8.5 for the first one. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, excited for this to come out. But what do I think this means? Well, I've had this theory for a long time now. Again, this is just me saying it. Bear that in mind. Take it for what it is. But for me, I always said when Amy Hennig was there that it wasn't going to be the last Uncharted. I believe there would have been an Uncharted 5. I think she wanted to keep that series alive. I think the Thief's end title was Sam would have been the bad guy, and I think he would have died. I think he would have betrayed Nate and then, probably come to an end, you know what I mean? Meet his end. That's what I personally think that was going to happen. I think that was the direction they were going in. I think they wanted more Uncharted. I could be wrong and I could have missed it, but that's the feeling I always had with it, that, they still wanted to keep this going. Under Neil Druckmann, they've basically said that this is the last one, that you're never getting another one. We're not working on another one. Obviously, we don't own the IP, but we hope Sony doesn't make another. Basically, they've said, it's going to be very hard for Sony to make one, especially without Naughty Dog, but they're going to make an end in that. It's going to be very difficult to have Nathan Drake in. That's what they've said. For me, yeah, I can't wait for this game. I think somebody big's going to pass away. I don't know if it's going to be Nate himself. That would be, I think, it'd be a talking point. That's for sure. That's for sure. I think somebody big's going to obviously pass away in the game. I don't know if it's Sully. Is Sully big enough for that to really keep Nate out of, Elena, possibly. Sam, hasn't seen him. I don't know, and everything I hear is leading to Nate. Do you know what I mean? But that's just me. But 8 months of work thrown away and had to start again. I'm saying now, this is just me. If this game comes out and is good, they're one of the best developers ever. Do you know what I mean? Because if you make a game in such a short amount of time and make it brilliant, that's unheard of. That I've never heard of a game go through this much development hell and actually be good, but it's looking to be great. Do you know what I mean? So that's the big thing. So let me know down below, guys. Are you excited for Uncharted 4, A Thief's End? Will you be part of the multiplayer beta? If not, are you hoping they bring it to maybe the US or whatever? And what do you think about Uncharted 4 not having getting rid of 8 months worth of work? Do you think it was the right thing to do? Do you prefer Neil and Bruce Straley like me, or did you prefer Amy Hennig? Let me know down below, guys, and until next time, I'll catch you in a new video very soon.